Hallelujah, hallelujah. Winners Anthem. Wow, it's been an amazing journey. Very emotional, very overwhelming. A lot of tears, a lot of years.
Yeah.
Trying to get to this place, and for this song to be the first single as a label. We're a label, and wow, that's amazing. Yeah. It's been a hard road, and even in the last few months and weeks of getting to this place. Now we're going to the red carpet, and I'm running. How this song was written. It's like we had a life of failures mixed in with a few wins, but it's good.
It was the building blocks. Well, I look at it as our failures being the building blocks, the foundation of where God has us now. It's a great thing to know what to do, but I believe the foundation of knowing what to do is knowing what not to do. And over the years, we've definitely learned what not to do. So
we've gotten so many no's. We've gotten so many no's and had so many failures. And to get to the place where you actually have a major label, considered a major label, telling you that we will take your label and we'll partner with you, and you can make the music as long as you follow these guidelines and do things within these timelines, we'll make things happen. And so we didn't have all the money. We didn't even have the quote unquote best studio, but we knew that what we had was enough. And so we worked hard and we tried to get that deadline. We did everything we could. We actually met the deadline when it came to what we did. We had all the songs done.
And we put everything together.
We put it together.
I believe that to a point to where it can really be a blessing to those who hear it and experience this project. But you were saying.
I was just saying that we hit a wall. Right. I was going to say that we hit a wall, and it was nothing we can do about it, because, once you put it in the hands of someone and they're supposed to deliver it for you, and it didn't get delivered, and it's like, oh. I literally, Tony, you're good at these things. You're just like, oh, well, you were upset, but you didn't do like me. Like, I went in the room, stayed in the room 2-3 days crying under the cover and wouldn't come out, like life is over. I was so serious because I just felt like, man, how do you fail at something so simple? Like, singing is what we do, making music is what we do. We know how to do that. That's not hard. And to miss a deadline at something so big was
we're finally here.
A horrible loss.
We're here on the stage that we've worked for 15 years. And here it is, our first chance to prove that we belong here. We belong on this stage. We belong in the, I guess, the company of the greats. We failed, but from that, within that, I remember you being in the room, and I remember you going through, I don't want to say a depressed state, but
it was a depressed state.
But
I was crying.
I don't want to claim that. I don't want to claim that for you.
Okay.
But I do want to say, I remember seeing you like that, and I just asked the Holy Spirit what to do. And he said, well, go ahead and produce that ballad that she was begging you for. Because remember, I didn't want to do it because I felt like if we got into another song, we wouldn't make the deadline.
Right.
So I kind of shunned away from the idea of it. And you said, honey, we need it. We're missing the ballad. This ballad needs to be on this record. So that failure actually opened up the door of opportunity
Right.
for a Winners Anthem to come.
Well, immediately when I heard the music, all the emotion of that failure and everything we had been through, I mean, it's like I went through a time warp listening to this song, and it took me back to, you know, when we first got married and we didn't have the money and we had to live with my parents, but we wanted to do it because we knew that we could invest everything we had into building a little studio in our house.
Right.
And well, over the garage was our house, and we built that little studio with our wedding money, and we believed that it was gonna be something, we were gonna make something of it. But all those times we got no, I remembered all those moments listening to that song. I remember having our babies, you know, the first 2 children, stillborn, and thinking like I'm a failure as a wife. I mean, all those moments came listening to that song. And so immediately the lyrics just started coming. Count the times I've lost so much. And how many losses we have will probably, you know, stack up to the stars. And that's what came to me, you know, count the times I've cried. I'm a crier. I cry a lot. And if I could count the times I cry, I feel like crying right now. It's serious. I'm not going to do it. So it's like, if I count all those things, it would be so much. But just believing that, being in that position, you making this song, and it made me feel like something better was going to come out of it. Listening to the instrumentation you created is just like, one day we're going to make it. We're going to win. And so I wrote the words, and we recorded it. Where did we record it?
In the bedroom. We recorded it in our bedroom.
You were laying on the floor with the iMac. And I was singing my little heart out with the lights out. And,
I believe we went there, and I believe we did it that way. Let me say this. We recorded it in the bedroom, and it absolutely came out amazing.
Right.
We were trying to just capture the moment, the idea right there on the spot.
Yes.
But that moment actually came out amazing, and we didn't have to change a thing.
No, because when we went to the big studio and we tried to re-record, it was like
No, let's pull
leave
back
that alone. Take it back to the emotional moment, and so that's kind of where we are.
Yeah.
And so I guess we have an anthem that will speak to the world and their moments where they failed, but helping them to realize that there's a winner inside of them, even when their failures seem to outweigh their wins. I need your help. Winners Anthem has been released to radio, but if you're not hearing it in your local cities, I need you to call your station, request the song, Winners Anthem by Clareta. And if you're not hearing it, do me a favor. Email me at stagelifeconsulting@gmail.com. Let me know what city you're in, and we'll make sure it gets to you. We'll make sure you hear it. But I need your help. You have to partner with me because your voice matters. This music thing, it's speaking to you, and you're speaking to me, and we're partners together in this ministry. So do me a favor. Email me. Let me know what's going on. If you're not hearing it, I look forward to talking to you by email. Thanks. Bye.